Hi, we are meeting again. Now we are learning through stories. So this is my next story. This is a story. I'll tell you the true story from the era of Mahabharata. It happened on Kurukshetra when the battle was going on between Kauravas and Pandavas. Now on the 10th day when Pitama Bhishma was eliminated with the help of Shikhandi by Arjun, the general of the Kaurava army became Guru Drona. Guru Drona made a strategy, a war strategy of Chakravyuha. It is known in the history as Chakravyuha. The Chakravyuha was something like that. It was impossible to enter, it was impossible to break, and also it was impossible to come out. Only two people knew how to break in and how to break out. One was Sri Krishna and one was Arjun. Unfortunately, both were away from that Chakravyuha. They were on some other battleground. The only person who knew how to break in was Abhimanyu. Abhimanyu was the son of Arjun. Okay, the battle began. It was impossible for the Pandavas to break Chakravyuha. They were in peril, they were panicked, didn't know what to do. So all of a sudden Abhimanyu, the young brave fellow came ahead and he requested and took permission and then got into Chakravyuha. He broke it. He went ahead. He exhibited valor, bravery, and then reached at the center of Chakravyuha. At the center of Chakravyuha, there were great warriors like Duryodhana, Shakuni, Karna, Guru Drona himself, Jayadratha. Jayadratha was the son-in-law of Dhritarashtra, or you can say the brother-in-law of Kauravas. So all were there. Abhimanyu was all alone. He fought all alone. He exhibited his valor, his bravery. But unfortunately, in front of all these giants, he could not withstand. And he finally made his destiny. He laid his life. He made his murder dome, Shahadat. That time, Jayadratha committed a great mistake. He kicked the dead body of Abhimanyu. That was highly unethical, it was sin. Dead bodies must be respected, and Jayadratha did that. This sad news all of a sudden reached Arjun, and Arjun became very sad, and instead became sad, he became highly furious because Jayadratha kicked the body of his great son. Arjuna took oath that on the next evening, by the next evening, if he would not kill Jayadratha, he would leave himself ablaze on the pyre, Chita ke upar. So this oath was taken. Hardly 24 hours were there, from this sunset to next sunset. Next day, the battle began. Now this battle had some other turn. Kauravas had to protect Jayadratha, whereas Pandavas had to hunt Jayadratha. If Jayadratha wouldn't have been killed that day, then it was Arjuna's death was imminent, definite. And then if Arjuna would have been dead, then certainly Pandava would have been lost. No, that was the day. That was a terrible day of battle. The battle began right from the morning, reached till the evening. Jayadratha was not in the sight. Till that, he was protected safely, successfully by Kauravas. Now what to do? There was no way. It was imminent that Arjuna would be dying at night on the pyre. The war finally reached its zenith in the evening. Zenith ekdam topmost. There was dust all around. Dust went up and it became a cloudy, it was dark. The sun got hidden by the dust. It appeared as if it was night. The darkness came. The war automatically stopped because nobody could see each other. But in the meantime, Krishna, with his intuitive eyes, he saw where Jayadratha was. And in the darkness of the dust, he took his chariot slowly close to the chariot of Jayadratha. After some time, the dust started settling. It almost settled, and all of a sudden the sun rays came up, and the sun was there. So it was still day. It was not the evening. It was not the end. Then came famous words of Krishna. That son, this Jayadratha. Arjuna saw Jayadratha. He wasted no time. Took out his bow, put the arrow, and just targeted at the chest of Jayadratha. The arrow hit Jayadratha, passed through his chest, and Jayadratha died. He got killed, and Arjuna finally fulfilled his oath and took the revenge of the death of his son. So that's the story of the failure of Abhimanyu, and also the concrete confidence of Arjuna on his oath, and the brilliancy of Krishna. The reason behind, no, the story is finished. Now the reason behind telling the story is that you listen to the story on and up, you narrate it, speak it, don't copy it just like that, what I said. Just narrate it in other way. There are a number of other ways. You can say, this Arjuna, this Abhimanyu, when his uncle Yudhishthira asked him that how he knew how to break in this Chakravyuha, then Abhimanyu narrated the story that he was in the womb of his mother, and that Sri Krishna was telling the strategy. This is how to the strategy to break Chakravyuha to Arjuna, and he heard it, and all of a sudden when Arjuna, Sri Krishna stopped for some time, then he said that, okay, uncle, please go ahead. And Sri Krishna couldn't know that who was speaking, and he didn't want to give that knowledge except Arjuna. He didn't want to give that knowledge to anybody else. So then he stopped. So Arjuna knew only how to break in, but not to break out. You can start with this. There are number of things. These are the famous stories, mythological stories, and we all know these stories. So just try to narrate it in your own words. If possible, you write it also. And see, while speaking, don't think about sequence or anything. Speaking is not sequence. Speaking is something. It is always, all the tenses coming together and going away. So keep on talking, keep on narrating stories. There is a story of Ghatotkacha also. There is a story of Draupadi Vasrahana also. You start narrating in your own way. Don't think about mistakes. In oral English, there are usually no mistakes, or even there are mistakes, they are accepted. That's the main thing in oral English. Even if there are mistakes, they are accepted, because oral English, communicating English, the aim is that to deliver the message, to complete the communication. That's all. So please continue with this. Okay, thank you for watching me. Now there will be a few more stories, and then we'll stop. Thank you. Thank you very much. Goodbye.